Oh, okay. So relaxing. Yeah, that was quick. Okay. Well, we're back. We're here. Hello.
Oh,
Because you was over there vibing. Okay.
a little bit.
Welcome to I don't know what to call this. Otaku Talk, Minecraft Talk, us talk laid back lands. It all fits in some weird way. But today we are going to be talking about a YouTube video by a creator by the name of Ish, and he has run his second Minecraft experiment this year, and he hadn't done one set for like 2 years. I think he did one like 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was either, where he puts 1,000 players in a Minecraft game. And this year, he put 1,000 players on 2 separate islands, 500 on one island, 500 on the other island. And he let the story unfold. One island was bountiful, an oasis of sorts, and the other one was a death trap. I mean, just volcanoes. Like, Ish was really on some other stuff when he made that island. But it's hilarious just going through his process, watching him do the whole thing. And so yeah, he just kind of let the story unfold and kind of just played like God mode and floated around and got the tea on what was going on the island, and just kind of put together this story based off what actually happened. So I thought it was a pretty cool idea. As far as it, honestly, some people will say, I think it takes a lot of talent to have that much hours of play, that many stories going on at the same time, and to be able to pull a compelling story out of it was
like I just
talent.
want any production company to see him craft this storyline together. He needs to be on several shows, like, and within their team, like, for real.
Yeah. And I watched his
track race. They need to help.
Right. I watched his process, and like, he was very transparent about, he did very little as far as like telling people what to do or how to do it. He really left it up to the players. And I think obviously you have people who joined the experiment and were like, this is who I'm going to be, right? Some people committed to characters and like went out that trope, which I love. But I think some people are like, is it real? And I still think it's real. I still think that even if people go into it and it's like, I'm going to be this rogue villain, I'm going to be a queen, like, I still think it's real. What about you? How do you feel about people saying that it's not real because he reshot some scenes to make it flow better as a story? Like, what do you think about that whole thing?
I mean, do you want to be entertained or not?
Right.
For like, yeah, he could have, like, it's the same thing with like reality shows nowadays. They're going to be making them reshoot scenes. Like, they might put them in a certain place. Yeah, they might make sure 2 people are in a certain area at the same time. Right. But then there's, what comes out of their mouth and what happens. And then, maybe if they don't catch some stuff. Because I think Big Brother might have them do that too, like have them repeat a certain conversation or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's just part of the thing. But I think, of course, like you said, people come in with a certain type of persona or whatever, but you can't, I just feel like you can't write some of this.
Oh, you can't write this. I mean, and even if you knew a player, but they decided they were going to come in the game and be something crazy, I mean, you can't control it. So as far as Ish, I think he still deserves all the praises for letting people play whoever they want and find a compelling story out of it. I'm going to show a little preview, a little intro to his video. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I am going to play the intro to it.
Also, before we get to that too, like you said, he's done these experiments before, and I went back and watched a few myself. And the last one I watched that I really liked was the prison escape one. I watched that one. That was pretty dope. But it's like, you start to see like a lot of these people that he invite back are repeat people in different experiments. So it's like they're creating these new characters. It's like, it feels like D&D to me.
Yeah,
and you're not gonna sit here and tell me that a D&D experience ain't real.
Exactly. I think that was a good like way to put it. Like, it's still very real. And St. Gunic was saying like, it doesn't have to be organic, although that'd be great. Yeah, and I think it's like a line, because he's very clear about stuff he shot, so that the story he's showing, because obviously he's not everywhere at once, and he doesn't have footage from every story as it's unfolding
Mhm.
because it's 1,000 people. So it makes sense to me that he would reshoot some stuff he missed. If he's like, oh, it's like we had this conversation, it makes sense that he may have to reshoot some stuff once he realizes a story is unfolding and maybe he missed something because he's over at West Helm or something like that. It just kind of makes sense to me.
And even getting them that involved in that aspect of it, of the final product, that I bet that did nothing but just fuel people like Flux and fuel people like Seneca and Spood, just get more into the character and really play out their roles. Like it was just, I'm gonna gush about them later as we get into it, but yeah, this was, I'm so glad you told me to watch this.
I'm actually glad you watch it. You watched it, and that's why I think Ish gets all his praises, because I watch gaming content, but I would never tell you to just watch some people play Minecraft, because if you like the game, it's one thing, but to sit and watch somebody just play the game like in his organic pacing would have probably not been as compelling. So I still think that he gets all his flowers for shooting it and making it compelling and keeping you locked in. And like, even if you don't watch Minecraft, never played Minecraft, you can still lock into this story and be pulled in.
And let's go ahead and throw out there also, these are 1,000 people. These aren't people, these aren't bots, these aren't people that like they paid actors. Like you can go and look at a lot of these people YouTube channel and watch their side of it themselves.
You can.
And tell me how much of that do you see Ish and them sitting down in meetings discussing what they're about to do next. Like
it's so funny because I watched the Canadian Cartel. Ish talked about them and was like, you should watch it. So I watched it, and it was just so funny to watch them play, and like they stayed out of a lot of the politics. So it was just cool to watch them and hear them talking and passing about stuff going on. Like, oh, this kingdom has this going on. I heard
all of a sudden all those names
get
killed by stalactites.
Yeah, it's like, just like in passing, like I heard they're having this going on, and I heard that this, and like even before the island opened, hearing them be like, I heard that there's this on this island, and I heard that they don't have. It's so funny to watch it unfold, even in POVs of they really didn't have any information. And it's just really cool to see.
I low-key want to play one of these.
That would be so
like,
fun.
I would like to be in one of these. I've never played Minecraft. If I had to get in any type of battle, I probably would die really quickly. But just the idea of like those Island 1 people going to Island 2. Sorry to jump ahead, but it's just like those type of reactions and seeing the difference was insane to me. I was like, bitch, you would have thought they literally just got born into another dimension.
We're going to get into like, how do you think you would have played it based off where you would have ended up. But I'm just going to play the intro to it just so you, if you haven't seen it, you can get an idea of what we're talking about. But yeah, here we go.
Social experiment in Minecraft. In the biggest social experiment in Minecraft history, I scattered 1,000 people across 2 massive islands to simulate a realistic civilization. The players were given no help or guidance, and just like in real life, if you die, you remain dead forever. Now, each player has the freedom to do whatever they want. Starve for food, become a dictator, and build a society. At least as best as they can, because while one island is a rich, green paradise, the other one...
You're kidding me.
...is a barren wasteland. It's up to each player to work with what they've got.
He is evil.
Will there be peace between the islands, or will there be war? What ended up happening is the single most amazing story arc I've ever seen. All I will say is pick a nation to root for and enjoy the video. I present to you the Rich and Poor 1,000 player civilization experiment. Don't forget, if you want to participate in these videos, join my Discord server and of course, subscribe to my channel.
He really ate with this. So I'm gonna keep it down here just in case we want to skip to some parts or talk about in certain parts. But yeah, he really ate with this. Like that intro is very epic, and it deserves all the epicness. Like this, before we really get into it, tell me why this is the most compelling thing I've watched. Like pretty much all.
It just is. You know how hyped I was to be like, so we've been doing these To Be Hero episodes in batches. I know we just did an episode, but like I have a feeling we're gonna want to talk about it after this next episode. Girl, ain't even got close to even seeing what this episode was gonna be about. I sat down and watched this and was like, so
why is it like the most compelling thing I've seen since IWTV? Like,
I was gripped for 2 hours and 34 minutes. Like,
if Game of Thrones could have gave me this level of drama to this degree, like the last season of Hot D, like I would have been so happy. But where should we start as far as what island? How do you think you would have played? Because we kind of talked about people picking personas to play. Like maybe what obviously it changes as you play the game, but what do you think you would have gone in trying to at least be bare minimum?
I mean, I would have been in very deer in the headlights type of situation. Like I don't play Minecraft, so I don't even know like the extent of crafting and all that type of stuff. So honestly, I would have just tried to go with the most militarized, the scariest group I could find. Like early on, it wasn't much established. I think we only had the first day, it was just Linguini and like the Mario Mafia, which I wouldn't have been nowhere near them just because in the volcano, I wouldn't have done it. And then we had the Cast Coalition. So maybe I would have been with Cass's group.
I can see maybe you being in the Cast Coalition.
But then the other part of me, I probably would have only been with them as long as I would have not known the Covenant exist.
But see, okay, so if you were like good at the game, let's just say you played it and you knew the game, where would you have gone? You think you still would have gone Cast Coalition?
If I was good at the game, I would have been very much so independent for a hot minute. Like I probably would have been like Saps at the very beginning. I would have been like away from all the drama, but
trying to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop around here, make real friendly, try to, if I sense anything, I'm gone. I don't trust nobody. But yeah, I would have definitely played very close to Saps, to be completely honest. Yeah.
I don't know how. Typically, I'm very scary. I don't like to do a lot of mining in Minecraft. It terrifies me. So I think I more than likely would have ended up somewhere like Cast Coalition just because it seemed more together at first, and I could have picked a little job that I felt comfortable doing and probably just did that. Like, I don't want to have to be forced to mine. I wouldn't have wanted to be like, the Linguini Mafia pretty much just mined. So I definitely wouldn't have been with them.
I wouldn't have wanted one specific job because also as like a new Minecraft, I probably would have gotten very bored of that. And I would have all this world in front of me. I'm literally watching people build mausoleums and stuff in 3 seconds.
The builds are crazy.
I'm not going to sit here and just be like, I'm not going to do a job. No.
But the build and also the builds are crazy. Like looking at just him going through, I'm like, I've played Minecraft. It takes a lot of resources and energy and cooperation to build some of these crazy. Like these builds were crazy.
I mean, even watching someone later on build a very simplistic tower with just lights on, he didn't like stop and go on the outside, but it was just stayed in that circle and just built it up all the way around. He saw it. So I was just like, this is crazy. I don't have that. That's why I cut it off in Fortnite. I don't have that type of
to be able to build a Coliseum, that would frustrate me. I'd have been like, I don't see it. I don't know how we're gonna build a Coliseum. Like, how do we know all this architectural? Like, what do these people do?
He has to be like a construction person in real life, and he's just like, he can't leave his job, so that's why he plays Minecraft. Like that.
Not Arcturus. He was one of the. He's an amazing builder. Okay, so that's good. Maybe offering map maker for a kingdom you would have wanted to explore. Yeah, I think the explorers probably had a lot of fun. But I did like Sap's approach to be neutral, like to know you can survive on your own and build this nice place. So yeah, I thought that was cool that Saps kind of went his own way, and I have a lot of respect for that. So okay. That's kind of how we would have done it. I probably would have ended up landing. I might have left for Barbie Land, though. I'm not gonna hold you.
If I was in Cast,
I probably would have went to Barbie Land.
I'm lying. I'm fully lying. I'm not even thinking about Barbie Land being a thing. And I have a feeling I would have started off probably being independent. But once I would have saw Barbie Land being a thing, you know what? I would have like stalked them for a little bit. I would have like looked to see exactly how they were living. And if I felt like comfortable, like safe, I would have probably joined Barbie Land too.
But real talk, I probably would die from falling out of a tree. Just based off my Minecraft movement skills, your girl would have died in the dumbest way. Like I would have drowned or something.
And you
Like
think I don't play Smash anymore because I can't like fight. I just fall off the platform over and over again.
somebody
That's my
lost my
Smash
skills.
experience.
Right. So yeah, it was really cute to see how it goes. So let's see. So who was your favorite people from the story? Like haven't watched the whole thing. I see Team Flux right there, but was it just Flux?
Oh, that's all time number one. Not even close. Flux all day. Flux Nation. But honestly, it's Flux or Saps. It's just I love the story. Like I love how he tried to do his best to persevere. Even when he got to the end, he stuck it out, turned the corner. He just kept having things. Listen, I love Saps for what he represented in the story.
I know.
But for the actual story, for the person who pushes the story forward, Flux all day.
Flux was wow. Like, and it's so funny because usually I love the villain. And
yeah,
I appreciate Flux for pushing the story, but how do you have Saps right there? That's my Pookie Bear. Like, I just felt so bad for Saps. His little smiley face, like.
I think I know what it is. It's because
I feel so bad for him.
It's because I was hardcore Flux before I was hardcore any kind of Saps. Like I liked Saps.
So you disagree with 3 Below? Plan to build the bridge.
Hell
yeah. Is that why?
The day I chose Flux was the meeting that they had where they were discussing Island 1 and Island 2 and giving them aid and all of this. I was just like my face was scrunched up as it was happening. And when Flux spoke up, I was like, okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad somebody is here speaking sense.
It's so interesting because like I listened to that meeting and that would be such a hard call because you really don't know.
And no, truly, it is a hard call.
Don't.
I'm not saying it's easy, but in my head, I was just like, I just wasn't agreeing with the vast majority of people at the table. Like even if we didn't do what Flux wanted, we didn't have to do all of what y'all was out here saying. Y'all over here don't know nothing about the people, just like I don't. But you're the heart and minds. I'm like, this is a game with 1,000 people. We don't know if these are kids, adults, etc. Ain't nobody about to just be like, oh, heart of the cards. Oh, my heart grew 3 times that day. There's going to be some people that's going to defect and it's going to get crazy. So I'm like, I would rather be on that side of precaution.
I think they both came from a place. I think they both came from a place of fear, which is why I kind of was just like not really in either plan for real. Like not building a bridge, but just like I think having a bridge so you can get over there was a good idea. I think it could have just been tweaked so that it can be controlled from one side. Like you can close it if they attack, like, and have a bunch of people stay, like something like that. I think that it could have worked out where we do build the bridge because it also benefits us, but just heavily guarded. Like make it have ways to cut it off if you need to, explosives under it to kill everybody, anything you could have thought of to kind of work it out. But the whole sending them aid as like a peace offering was also weird to me because I'm like, first of all, who are you sending it to? You don't even know where their kingdom is. You don't know how they're laid out. You don't know if they're all united or if they're separate. So I just feel like both plans are kind of like
they both were half-assed, but in my head I was just like, listen, Ish told me to pick a side early and I'm following instructions.
Right.
And let me tell you, I'm glad I did because listen, being a Flux apologist, that was an amazing fucking ride. Rooting for Flux from the beginning is a bomb ass ride. He took you on a journey.
So I can't believe you really picked Flux that early. He hadn't compelled me that early. Because
everybody was irritating me.
Early on, before the whole Flux, booby trapping the meeting room and killing everybody. I don't know if I was really rooting for anybody at that point. I liked 3 Below. He seems like a very, like, it's giving Ned Stark. I would just say it's giving, like, oh, I'm going to believe the best. And, like, it was given that. But I think before the whole Saps thing happened, I might have been cheering for, I like the volcano people, honestly. They were just weird. Like they were just on some weirdo stuff. And I just really liked that. And I think it ended up working out well for them. They're like, we're people of the volcano and we protect the volcano. And I just thought, yeah, if I was on Island 1, I'd probably be with them.
Well, I didn't know what Netherite was until I looked it up. So like once my Linguini, he was like
We
and we
found
have
some
the
Netherite.
Netherite. Like I went and
So
looked it up
funny.
immediately.
Don't tell anybody, right?
Once I found out what it was, I was like, oh, they're gonna be nasty. Like they're gonna be nasty to deal with because they're mining from the very beginning and they found Netherite day 1.
They
So
found
I
it
was like,
early.
I just knew. I was like, oh, they're talking about the Covenant and they talking about what's the other one? The other group of people they were scared of.
On Island 1?
Yeah, on Island 1. It was some other group, I think.
I know they had the volcano people, West Helm, and the Covenant, and the Linguini Mafia. Nevermore. Oh, I forgot about Nevermore.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then it wasn't who was the Peace people? I was like, were the Peace people on Island 2 or 1? Elysium?
Well, there was the Elysium was the Peace people, yeah.
On Island
Benji.
1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because Benji and Spood had the beef.
Yeah, okay.
For a hot little minute. But I think I probably would have. Let me see. If I was at that meeting, I definitely would have did a little bit more to. No, actually, I would have just tempered it a little bit because I think that's what that's where he lost him because he was not only pushing for a defense pact and like a little bit more of an offensive pact, but then he also pushed, and if not that, then we just attacked them first. And that's when it was like, okay, well, you done threw everything at the wall. So this is where I'm just like, okay,
you just want to fight.
Like chill out a little bit.
Yeah,
because not only
fight.
that, we got to remember Flux is there on behalf of 3 Below Zero. And he literally went into that meeting and said, okay, yeah, fuck what 3 Below said.
Which is like, first of all, that was the first compelling, like, this feels like Game of Thrones where you got your right hand man, you feel like you could trust him, you send him to the meeting on your behalf, and he in there cutting up. I just don't understand why Flux didn't offer to booby trap the bridge. Right, saying like he just wanted. It feel like he just wanted war because that man know how to build traps. I feel like he could have just booby trapped the bridge.
Yeah, we didn't know nothing at the time.
Right.
But yeah, he definitely could have found other ways around it. But I think it just probably even at that moment he didn't know because honestly, I think if Flux knew he was going to have that storyline, he would have never stood out in that meeting the way he did.
Yeah,
Flux. That was the Ish did that.
He was like, "Oh wait, I'm by myself."
At the end of the meeting. Yeah, I think he would have never stood up and made himself so known with that because I think that's his biggest caveat. That's what gave Cass really the light bulb because she was like, I mean, he did kind of get shut down in front of everybody.
He was cutting up at that meeting, right? Yeah, Cass put it together a little bit late, which was crazy how they found that out, but. Yeah, the turn that Flux took, like going to the underground bunker with his lackeys and just plotting, like he went full Armand. Like I was just like, Flux is underground in this bunker like Armand with these vampires underground in Paris. Like he's just down there plotting and scheming. And yeah, I think before that, I think he really did introduce the first Discord to the island for real, right? I think before that, everybody was really pretty chill.
Yeah, I took very detailed notes from day 1 to day 5.
Anything happened in day 1? Let me see.
So day 1, that's when they got dropped. Pretty much the only thing that happened in the first one was we got to meet Linguini, we got to meet Cash Coalition, and that's about it. And then it skipped to day 2.
Yeah, I love seeing like the Linguini.
Good time?
No, there's nothing here.
And I really thought I was like, "There's no way this
it didn't take long for the people who chose Island
Minecraft show is gonna have me feeling anything. It's probably gonna be a cute little watch."
Oh no, and it's so long too. I didn't think I would power through.
I mean, now it's not. It wasn't long enough. Now that I've seen it twice, it's not long enough.
It's not.
Like the snow biome. No. Right next door, a massive volcano.
That's probably how I would have died. That's how I would have died.
I would have been so upset had I got in here, died from the snow, and then sat at home and watched this amazing story play out.
But honestly,
no part in it.
that'd be the way I died. Like I've literally died in Minecraft from falling in a snow column and just like not being able to get out. It's the
I'd have been
worst way
so
to go.
mad.
It's the worst
It'd have
way to
been
go.
nothing but a bunch of what ifs for me. I would have been like, I would have been like the second in command of such and such.
Be like, you be telling the story like a war story
This
to your
volcano also
grandkids.
happens to heat up
Oh,
all
that
the
boiling water
on
was
the
here.
island.
That he was sick for that.
Amazing.
Killed
He
a
was sick
lot
for
of
that.
people. Now, to begin building civilization material and tree completely
He put one
surrounding
tree on the island basically, and then they showed you the second island, which is basically like an oasis.
Reach the big tree. You realize how high up you are.
Oh yeah, no, we're not
Civilization restaurant.
I thought I was on where Linguini at. Here you go.
Welcome to the mafia.
This
And that's
was
the thing, too, I
Linguini,
wanted
and
to
he
point
had
out.
recruited about 20
What's up?
Linguini was there first. Linguini, sorry.
Yeah.
Linguini was there first. He established his position, and then going into day 2, we never even seen Seneca. We never heard of Infernus.
Yeah.
The Mario Mafia was there first. Just wanted to go ahead and point that out as we continue.
He said the boiling water made me so mad, but the volcano makes the water hot, I think.
Yeah.
So I think that's
the
just
only
part of the biome. Yeah. But I love Lingo. I just loved his whole story. I love the whole idea of this mafia led by this Mario
people to join
character.
his Italian mafia. His
And he
goals were
kept
very
that
simple:
accent up
make
the
friends
whole time.
and get rich.
He really did.
Can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh,
We found
really?
some
Don't tell
netherite.
anyone though. We're trying to keep it between us.
We'll check back in with
Right.
these guys later, but in the meantime, on Island 2, there were actual huge civilizations starting to form.
I don't care about power. I don't care about government.
That
I just
literally
wanna
be
make
me,
a
though.
nice place for my people to live.
This
Queen-
player named
this is
Polycast
Daenerys.
was the leader of about 50
Oh,
people,
yeah,
and
you know
she
what?
named the Cass Coalition.
Hold on, you clocked it though, because she really is. She's just like, I'm not trying to be a ruler. I'm just trying to. Didn't Cass end up pulling up on somebody? I feel like Cass ended up.
Hold on, let's we gonna get there. Cause girl, day 8 Cass. I love some day 8 Cass. I think it's day 8.
This was some Game of Thrones kind of shit. Because you're right, she is
Yes.
serious. Like I said, Flux is like Littlefinger.
Honestly, because let's just go through them real quick. Let's establish these people because I have all the key players written down
Okay.
here too.
Okay.
Let's just go through them so people have a frame of reference as they go through because they be having some names in here, girl.
Mm-hmm.
So day 1 we meet Linguini. That's the head of
The
the Mario
mafia.
Mafia in the volcano. Resident first, then call me Cass, Queen Cass, head of the Cass Coalition. So she's like fair, just. She just want to be a decent leader. She said she don't care about the politics, none of that stuff. She just want to lead and have a nice place for her people. And then we met Remy the Rat, who's giving out bread.
The bread
Yeah.
line was cute. Yeah.
Bread line was cute.
Yeah, I respect Cass. Yeah, I respect Cass. Honestly, through and through, solid. But I love a good Danny,
And
character.
a coalition it was of very different owners. Look up here. It's
Hold on, Wood Daddy's whole story. Shout out to Wood Daddy. That's
Wood Daddy is also shows up in the Prison Break one too, and he is
really?
hilarious there too. He gets framed a lot. I feel so bad for Wood Daddy.
I didn't see all of Wood Daddy's adventure, but just seeing Wood Daddy always yelling about labor and then Wood Daddy dying and everybody just being like, "Oh, we're so sad." I think he fell out of a tree.
Yeah, I think it was something. Yeah, it's probably an accident. I think it was.
And shout out to the people who had stories we didn't see, because when I was watching the Canadian cartel story, somebody was so dedicated to their character arc that they got hooked on maple syrup. And literally, when the cartel cut off their supply, they literally drowned themselves in the water. As their friends watched, they crashed out because they could not have their maple syrup, and they jumped into the water and drowned. So I was like, that is dedication to a character arc.
Listen, there are 2 really great crash outs in this as well.
Yeah.
And I love it. Spood had a great crash out.
the day
Shout out
Team
to
2 would face its
Sir Davis,
first conflict.
To who?
I said Sir Davis. I'm over here drinking on this thing. I love it.
Can't be destroying the beach.
Right now,
The Commonwealth. I forgot about them.
A mess.
I thought they were gonna do so well.
A mess.
too many leaders, I guess. That's like one of those moments where you're
Absolutely.
like, you want to have a fair thing, but then it's like too many leaders kind of ended up biting them in the butt and stumped them. So yeah, I had high hopes for them.
Combined into one, so we have strength in numbers.
The Commonwealth was a massive civilization that was formed on day one when 5 distinct groups were close enough to each other that they just decided to come together and unify under one nation. As a result, the Commonwealth had a government with 5 leaders at the top.
They could have done so much because they had like half of the North Island. I think between all 5 of them, they had pretty much that whole North Island, like half of it. They really could have done more.
Yeah, they I think it's just a situation where you kind of saw a little bit of their headspace immediately as far as a group, because like they was pushing into Cass's domain. She came over just to kind of be like, hey, like this is the first honest like interaction between 2 nations in this whole thing, and it is like, who are you? You want to mind your business? We're going to keep doing what we're doing.
Right.
So it's just like from the beginning, Commonwealth was already kind of like,
yeah, they were struggling with the votes thing. It wasn't being fair. So they kind of was having that issue. But I feel like the beginning of day one, we just kind of met all the different groups that had started to pop up. And then we get to day 2. So what happened in day 2? That you took?
Day 2 is when we get the most, I think, introduction heavy. We meet Spood, we get introduced to Benji, we get introduced to Seneca and the Avernus, 3 Below Zero, Joe Field. We meet a lot of like main characters.
Oh, Joe Field.
Yeah.
Oh, that was messy.
In the story.
I forgot your boy.
He received a visit from a player named Spood.
Night, I need food. I'm dying.
What did you think about Spood?
I went on it.
Like, getting into power.
I went on a journey with Spood.
How did you feel about Spood?
Because I was probably if I was in this game, I don't think immediately I would want Spood as an emperor. Like, I think I would have probably like been in the moment and rallied behind the whole assassination thing. But the moment I probably would have got a whiff of Spood, maybe actually, if I wasn't a high ranking official, I probably wouldn't know. I probably would love Spood because I feel like that's the thing with Spood. Everybody in the rooms with him hate him, but his citizens adore him.
Right. He's like, he really leaned into the Caesar role. I mean, he came into the game with the Caesar outfit on. He knew.
I mean,
he really leaned into it well, where it's like you're a tyrant, you're a little unstable, but you know what? I like what you got going on with you.
For me, he probably had the most entertaining and engaging civilization. I love his justice system with the Colosseum. It's a fun idea. Granted, we gotta fight to the death, but you fight and you win. All your stuff is expunged.
He had a great builder, because I think Knight Arcturus was his builder, right?
He had
a great civilization.
He had great buildings. He had the rock band with their legit original songs,
which is crazy.
The Ballad of Spood.
Right. It was so crazy. It was so crazy. She started building aqueducts. I just love that he picked a Roman kind of theology for his civilization and really like stuck it through the whole story. So I'm kind of glad.
Legit hierarchy, like breaking all the way down to like the smallest citizen. It was really dope.
Yeah, I have so much respect for West Helm, and I will say that I feel like the harshness of the environment on Island 1 feels like it made those nations stronger. Like when everybody joined together, they definitely had a grit in the organization to them that, like, I feel like the other islands.
Well, this is the day where the propaganda gets started. So, like, this is where Island 1 is really starting to be like, well, yeah, they have all the resources, but we're the better people. So now you're starting to really dig into their type of what you call it.
The propaganda was crazy, though. People really made propaganda posters and stuff. I'm like, that's crazy.
You'll see it when we get in here. There's Attack on Titan propaganda posters.
Oh my god.
There's Death to Island 2.
And on day 2,
people were drawn to him.
This leverage to establish an empire named West Helm.
So he was the second.
This right here is
I'd have to say West Helm is my favorite, I think, as far as nation. West Helm is my favorite.
he had a vision like early on, and they started working on it. So yeah, I actually ended up loving his art.
You mean where people fight still struggling with food?
Earlier, some first time they killed by.
I'll tell y'all when we get there when I became Team Spood. I was never Team Spood until one particular moment.
You know what? Who I really liked the idea of Island 1, like pretty early on, was the Covenant. This idea that they were just like this gritty, like they reminded me of the Dothraki.
I love it. Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's what
exactly.
Kind of like everybody was scared of them because they were like really good PvP players. I just love that idea. Yeah, I'm
telling you, that's where I probably would have failed into. I would have probably did something within their ranks just to be within theirs until I figured out how to play the game.
Everybody was afraid of them, so that's always good. Like if people are like, we're not gonna try them, and I think this was Nevermore, was it? Because I think they just built a big square fortress in like city.
They wanted to block themselves off from everybody.
Yeah,
people who chose Island 1 had seen Diamond, and said
I think
Island 2 might be the better island.
Linguini.
That's what you saw. Oh, here's the posters.
Rather concerning, including a few creations by our mafia.
Look at this. Oh, is that the Attack on Titan one up there in the right corner?
Got Aaron up there. I'm a Fluxist. He had his Jaegerists. I'm a Fluxist.
Wow. I never paused and looked at these.
The one behind it. What did the one behind it say? Don't hog resources because they will too. The one behind the Mario one.
Propaganda post.
So if I was on Island 2, oh yeah. There's nothing you can say to me because that's the thing. They eventually knew about these posters before that meeting. So it's like, like Flux is not like completely wrong. Like, look at the evidence. Like,
not the rumbling. Why I feel like Flux was the one putting this shit out though.
Probably was.
This is hilarious.
Oh, and that's another thing. Pause right here. I want you to join the Mafia Minutemen for your right to mine. This is before before he even made a pact with Infernus. So for Infernus and Seneca to come in here, their demands.
Seneca was on her Cersei shit though.
She truly was, and she was that to the end.
So she was really on her Cersei shit. Like I was very surprised about that, but you know. The leaders then turned on Saps when he was seeking asylum. Can't remember the details, but 2 people gave him safe passage plus traps. Yeah. I think Spood ended up not killing him, even though he didn't trust him.
It was the second conversation with him and Spood
Speaking of Linguini,
that got me on
Spood's side. On day 2.
So this is where they started having drama.
Assassination attempt.
What?
Mamma mia, help me! I'm getting chased.
Lego likes.
To run down the mountain.
It was becoming a pretty common occurrence on Island 1 for people to try to rob or murder as a.
That was funny to me. Him putting the hit out was crazy.
As he needed to.
Revealing. That was funny though. I enjoy the idea of people having hits and bounties.
Was not going to let that slide. Well, what are you going to do about that then?
I put the hit out on him. Everybody in the mafia knows that the Lego likes is an enemy of the mafia.
But then
is an enemy of the mafia.
Like, how can you not laugh at that because of the voice? Like, it's actually crazy. So, what else happened? So we had a hit on Linguini and Seneca right here. Is this Seneca? This is Seneca.
Yeah, Queen Seneca.
Cersei.
Well, no, that says, is that Queen Seneca? Yeah, that is. Yeah. That gotta be.
As the Queen of Infernus.
Yeah.
We are a nation of the flame. We have to treat the volcano with the respect it deserves, and we hope we can work with Linguini to do just that.
Seneca and Linguini agreed to protect each other in case of an invasion and use the volcano's height and flowing lava to their advantage.
Right, great plan.
If anybody tries to attack us, we'll kick them out like a Koopa shell.
Now, and I love this idea. I love this idea, but it's just the fact that she comes in later and is like, because of the way we worship this volcano, girl, y'all all got dropped here the same day. You didn't know a volcano was here before. We were here first, and we let you stay with us, and now you've created some volcano religion, and now putting rules on me. The original inhabitant.
That's how it started going downhill.
I said, if you don't get out of my face, like I love. Anyway, we're gonna keep going, but I love how Linguini handled it later.
Yeah, Linguini was like, "Girl, bye." I think this was the immigrant incident where they thought they were getting attacked, but it wasn't. And then this is where we meet Jofiel, I think. Tricolor, isn't that the name of their?
Well, the immigrant incident was actually Three Below.
That was Three Below them looking for. Oh, that's where
for
Flux
a place to settle.
Yes,
that's where
right.
Flux got introduced.
Right.
Yeah, but like real low key. Yeah, and they thought they was attacking, but yeah, this is a Tricolor now.
Okay, and this
and
is where,
who runs them? Jofiel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Tricolor was actually a nice city too.
The blue for the coast.
I love their
Island,
concept.
meanwhile, had pink cherry blossom trees.
The
and was the home of a
underground
small nation
place
called
they had too.
Barbie Land. What is this?
Life in plastic?
Oh god.
It's fantastic.
Okay. And lastly, the southern island was big, but also extremely dense, flooded with jungles and swamps. As a result, nobody really wanted to stay there. Although I did find one person. Seth, what is this?
Can't you tell? This is my vacation home.
How's this a vacation home? I don't see any lawn chairs or furniture. There's no
Hey,
roof.
hold your horses there, cowboy. It's not done yet.
Saps was one of the few players who chose not to join any civilizations because he didn't want to get dragged into politics and drama. Still, he made lots of friends across Island 2, his best friend Flux actually being the second in command of the migrant group. Speaking of,
but you know what is so funny about the fact that you like Flux and Saps? Like, I feel like we would do this to each other if we played this game. Like, even if we knew each other in real life,
oh,
like, totally murder.
More probably, probably, because I know we're gonna
totally
kiki about it once it's
right.
over.
You totally would frame me like for murder.
I don't know if I would have done it so brilliantly or so successfully, but I definitely would be. Well, I would be with the shits. I would.
Yeah, I'm like,
I
oh, my best friend,
genuinely
we finna cut up. Y'all some Armands. Look, I do understand Flux. Like, don't get me wrong. Just because I'm Team Saps don't mean I'm anti-Flux. Because I get it. Because I really respect it. Like, oh, y'all are all crazy. He was in that meeting like, oh, I'm going to have to kill everybody in this bitch.
Literally. And it's something about that I respect, because he had that thought and he said, you know what? It might be a little bit terroristic, but... things need to be done.
I'm gonna have to kill everybody in this room. Bet
things need to be done.
I love that. I have so much respect for that because I'm liable to do that too. I'm just gonna let you know.
The migrants had finally reached their destination all the way up north. Now, other than accidentally invading the cast coalition, these guys seemed pretty insignificant. But little did people know, this new civilization was about to change the entire world.
And not even the civilization, bitch. 5 people in that thing. 5 of them motherfuckers. And you know what I respect the most is because for real, Flux had his like 4 or 5 people. Yeah. And when I tell you they were unyielding,
they were some riders. They got shit done.
We would not have the same experience without those 5 people. That's all I'm gonna say.
They
Flux
got
at the top.
It was crazy. So is this day 2 where they were trying to? No, that was when they had.
We are the light.
Oh, this they were Luminara. Yeah, they were.
That's when they got established.
The migrants had decided to call their civilization Luminara. They saw themselves to estimate the location of the other island. He then used a coordinate system to calculate the northernmost point of Island 2. His goal was to settle as close.
And also, these people are smart as fuck. Because what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Not only are y'all architects, but like, look at this.
Look at this. Like, what are you talking about?
And keep in mind, each day they're only in there like 2 hours.
Yeah. 2 or 3 hours.
2 hours. So they probably
right?
maybe spending the other time that they're not allowed in, like planning this stuff out. But
yeah, they probably had Discords where they were gonna plan what they were gonna do every day. But yeah, shout out to the architects.
Sign of good faith, as well as a few concerns. It wouldn't be that simple. The second in command of Luminara,
here you go,
as well as a few concerned citizens, did not want that bridge to be built. They had seen the Island 1 propaganda. They knew that people on Island 1 were angry. Their fear was that Island 1 would just use that bridge as an opportunity to invade Luminara and perhaps invade the rest of Island 2, leading to a world war.
Anxiety much?
Hey, it's thoughts that need to be thought.
They did all this in 2 hours a day. It's so funny too watching the civilization because it's just almost like a guy character. Like he's just like pulling up on people and having conversations with them.
And getting their truth too.
And getting
because
their
they know he can't really influence. Actually, he did though once.
Right. He was on his
Where
guy shit.
Yeah, he fully stepped in a few times. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it,
I'm truly convinced this is how God watches us. Like you can't not convince me. Like I just feel like the whole mushroom cow thing was funny to me.
I do too. I think this is how he watches us too. But he hasn't been watching. Like he turned on the BBC. He's been ignoring
It's somebody
America
else who's way
for
more.
a long time.
It's somebody else who has a way more interesting storyline than him. He's different.
Exactly.
Like, you know what? These people over here, I see something in you. You wouldn't have expected the POVs to create a viable threat. Yeah, I love the
POVs. Somehow in my head, once I realized that
we shouldn't be trying
that what is it? Island 1 was really trying to consider unifying. In my head, I was like, they're gonna be the problem to the end. Like they truly are gonna be the problem to the end.
And they were forged out of like struggles. So I just feel like they were
and it's always harder.
More united. So did we get to
Day 2 came to an end, people worried about a group of pirates who called themselves Al-Karasina.
I forgot about the pirates. Anything in day 3 I should skip to?
Let's see.
I feel like the day 4 is when everything really went left.
Yeah, it truly was. Day 3, I think that was just pretty much we got introduced to the pirates. The bounty got put on.
Oh yeah,
the bounty got done.
Yeah, they're right
Mario.
here. Right. When they killed him.
They're boiling him.
But why would he hang out with pirates with a hit on his head though? Like he knew he had it. It's so crazy.
Maybe at this point, like, because remember, Saps almost got caught by the pirates too.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
So I don't know.
But Saps and Flux both are like escape geniuses.
Oh my god! Like, how are they?
Both
so
of them.
good?
Because like Saps getting away from the trial, but then also the bridge scene, I was like, and then Flux, you know, he had like 7.
Yeah, for real. No, seriously. Yeah.
Let me see. I think we got introduced to Elysium, the nation of peace, with Benji as the leader. But this is where Benji starts. I think Benji was before talking about
when they had
leadership.
Yeah.
Because Food don't like to be in meetings. He don't like to be in meetings. He just be walking out and stuff. And that's what I was saying. The people that's in the rooms with him hate him, but because he's so dope and he gets things done like this, or this whole place probably would not be running as well if he wasn't there to be for real. So it's like, y'all might want to get rid of me, but y'all can't really get rid of me.
You can't. I mean, but I do feel Spood on here. Like, I hate meetings. Like, girl, you done built your fortress on top of the volcano. You know if it blows, like you're gone. Like, girl, what do you want
only
me to say?
got 2 hours to have fun today. You want me to spend 30 of that in a meeting?
Right, girl, bye. I get it. I feel you. He showed up. He just
Emperor
left.
Spoon had come in with good intentions, but it was there that he learned that he hates meetings.
I'm gonna go there.
Settled. Was this guy really
representative?
Then, basically right on cue.
Elysium diplomats follow me. Bodyguards.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm late.
This is Benji, and he's the leader of Island
Benji
1's
Brown.
second biggest civilization, called Elysium.
This was the
See,
peaceful
on day
people.
2,
Okay.
Benji had discovered that during
Yeah,
the outer
and they
edges of
always the
island,
annoying
he
group to
defeated
me in story.
The peacekeepers.
Yeah,
We're a
because
peaceful
everything
nation.
they provide no entertainment, but are always the crutches for good shit to
If
happen.
anyone drops a puffer,
Yeah. I'd rather you be like Saps and just be like, I'm neutral and alone. Like a whole
Yeah.
nation of neutral people is bull.
Oh yeah,
There's
for real.
always a hierarchy.
Because even when Benji was ready to really pull the trigger, he had to fight with his actual citizens because they didn't want to disturb the peace.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, they told him that he couldn't do anything. What happened to the Blue Cross?
The Blue Cross, they was doing their thing for a minute.
I'm about to say, I feel like they just disappeared.
No, it's just the situation that came up later with Linguini.
Oh,
I'll touch on
okay.
that because they got neutered a little bit. They got challenged and couldn't do nothing.
Oh, is this where we meet the Covenant?
Mm-hmm.
Now, as
And
for
it's
the fourth
just
and final
so
nation,
aesthetically
well,
pleasing to
it
me.
was-
Sorry, I love that.
I love it.
Their civilization was down south, and they were very isolated. and
Just the
secret.
idea of them
They were also
erecting
rumored
these
to have extremely
statues.
strict governments,
It's
but also
crazy.
a large amount of very skilled fighters.
They had a
As a result,
dictatorship.
people were
Crazy.
kind of scared to approach them, but they knew they had to eventually to complete the Blue Cross Alliance. They knew that if this alliance works out, it wouldn't matter that they all lived on the poor island. All of a sudden out. But now they were on the verge of turning their lives around completely.
Good
I think
job,
they
Isla
ended up,
One.
they ended up doing the coalition, right?
As you can see,
Everybody but the Covenant, I think. The Covenant and
Did the Covenant not show up?
They still did it. They didn't fully commit just yet.
Oh, okay. And then they had the whole thing, day 3. What else?
We got introduced to Alkaline. He's an important figure for later. He's the leader of Aperion. They popped up next to Cass's group. They was the one that had the rumors. Cass was freaking out because she thought they were trying to colonize people, but they wasn't trying to do nothing like that.
Cass is like, okay. So this is...
but this is leading to the meeting. This is what is this?
This is where Cass made the build. They had the code enforcer for buildings because they didn't want to have buildings that could be set on fire. So I think you had
lost my wig though, but it was also just aesthetic. Like they really had somebody going like, if your building don't match the vibes, bitch, we tearing it down. I said that is crazy.
I mean, no, but I just love it. I just love seeing people like do stuff that people have to deal with. Like, not y'all got an HOA.
But I thought a lot of this was just really aesthetic, and then they just acting the roles. No, when I saw that what was it? Was it West Helm when they finally took them to their storage compartment?
Yeah,
and it had like the whole system of people coming in and borrowing, and then you saw like the rows and rows of boxes that legit held all the items. I was like, wow, these people are creating for real jobs and then acting them out. That's their whole gaming experience for these 2 hours they're in the game.
I was thinking about that with the secretary at the who went to get Sploot. Like the secretary when they came in the gate, she's like, "Oh, who are you here?" I'm like, "Dang, she just been on here locked in, like, this is my job," and that would be me having a good time. The way city leaders came and went was so dramatic. Yeah, it's a room full of writers can't seem to understand what we want to see, but give us some little Minecraft and some of the best stuff I've seen. But yeah, I definitely cackled when they killed the building inspector. I was not expecting that. They kill him quick, and then I think we get to Jofield. Look at this build. Like, this is crazy.
The lead up is everything. This makes me miss Animal Crossing so bad.
Oh dang.
One of them being an underground city.
Like, this is crazy.
This is big. Yeah. People didn't really know that much about Jofield and Tricon.
Am I going to download Minecraft today?
Jofield was more interested in Tricon rather than doing
Minecraft.
outside diplomacy. But people would still come to Jofield with all the political news of Island 2.
I am so tired of the politics already.
I've got some news. People are concerned with Aperion trying to colonize them.
Oh my god.
Now, this
I would have said the same
about
thing.
A group named Aperion colonizing people happened to be false. Aperion was just a small town led by a player named Alkaline, and it was actually the only nation other than Luminara that directly bordered the ocean. Island 1 was uniting, so Jofield invited over all the major leaders and diplomats of Island 2 for an
This was the
emergency
meeting?
The only leader
This is the day I chose Flux. And never look back.
And this was really on Zero fault, because you doing this whole bridge, you thinking you too good to go to meetings. Like, I get it, but you really played yourself right here.
You delegated it to him.
Because y'all really had a bunch of meetings before that.
Yeah, really. But maybe that's why he didn't like really take it that seriously. Cause like you can imagine, if he was able to know how serious things could pop off, he would have, because he's been at every meeting after this.
Yeah. Well, Flux and I went into this meeting and turned
Island
up.
2. Jofield invited any nation.
The Island 2 leaders.
You sound very excited about it.
Oh no, I'm not excited. I'm terrified.
Now that's the thing that's so great about this.
What?
Is that it? Because even Ish left out all the details too. He's like, he came in early and explained how Saps was separated from everybody, wanted to do his own thing, but he was still going around meeting different people from the nation.
Yeah, everybody knew
building
him.
friendships. And they all knew that he was unbiased.
Yeah.
So it's like Flux be
That was
Flux
that's
being
what
the
I'm
one to,
saying.
like, well, maybe Saps should do it. He's neutral, like
But
your best
Saps-
friend.
But Saps was a good party to mediate because he
No,
was.
he was absolutely right. That's why it was so brilliant. Like, you chose the absolute perfect person for the entire nation to trust. Like, come on.
He was so trustworthy.
I think
It
we're
makes me
looking
so
forward
sad.
to a productive conversation.
Thanks,
Okay.
it's great.
So this is the meeting
as
where
the
you went
president
Team
of
Flux.
Hyperion, I'm
This is
actually
the meeting.
really worried about our town, which is why I'm proposing we all join a defense pact. If one of us gets attacked, all of us are under attack.
Here.
I can agree to
Yeah,
that.
I like that. That's good.
That's a good start. But if Island 1 attacks, say, Luminara, well,
Let's say
by
it.
the time you can even arrive to defend us, everyone at Luminara will already be dead.
Decimated.
Which is why I think we need to focus our efforts on preventing an attack in the first place.
An attack is inevitable. I'm just saying.
Hold on, Flux. Let Jovial finish.
Island 1 is starving. They're not going to attack us. They have bigger problems. And imagine for a second how quickly we could change their hearts and minds if, instead of treating them as an enemy, we send them aid.
Don't do that.
I think Joe feels right. We do the defense pact, but we also send aid to Island 1. Basically, we're ready for an attack, but we try our best to prevent it. I'm on board with that.
I can agree to that.
The Commonwealth agrees.
Guys, no, this is ridiculous. Island 1 is literally making propaganda saying death to Island 2. They're jealous that
Okay, I'm not mad at that. I can understand. I can understand.
But I'm gonna tell you where he loses me.
They also grazed over his whole concern. Like, y'all,
They
are
really
saying
did.
We have a defense pack, but you missed the whole point where I just said we gonna be dead by the time y'all get there.
That girl, it's the top of this piece of paper. It says, "Listen, no matter what plan we make, we are going to die first." Like, we are going to die first.
But also, like, that smoke you got for your leader because he's building this bridge. Like, he's expediting your death. So you can't be mad at us because I can't change how close my kingdom is to yours. Like, that distance is gonna be that distance.
But that's why he took the step he did. He said, "I have found myself in a position where I'm second in command of a leader I do not agree with."
Yeah, your leader is expediting y'all death, not them.
But now that he's sending me on this mission, I'm pretty sure Flux thought he was going to be the gift of gab and was going to convince everybody to do what he wanted. I truly believe he thought he was going to go in there and turn the tide. So he didn't need to consult with Three Below. He had the entire nation on his side, but it just didn't go that way.
No, he was shook when they was like not trying to hear it.
But they was until he
they're gonna
fucked
invade
up.
us no matter what. And you want to send aid to them? Guess what? They're gonna take whatever you send them. Food.
He lost them right here. He went into an
use
extreme
all of that
rant.
against
No way. I think he lost them when he said Three Below.
He lost them right here because you
Oh,
can't
no, he
guarantee me that they're going to use our aid to. You're just going into propaganda and fear tactics.
That's true. It is fear tactics, but I still was in my head. This is how I'm thinking too. I'm like, there's two train of thoughts. They do or they don't. And the fact that they do is still part of the equation. I want to eliminate that. So I thought it was fine until keep going. I think when he said we attacked them first, that's where he lost me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if they wasn't planning to attack and now you just attack, like I think
now you going full extremist now.
But you should have went there to convince the leaders to tell your leader to stop building this bridge. That's what I thought he was going to go. Like, my leader's building this bridge. I just don't think it's a good idea. Like, I thought that was what he was going to go to the meeting to try to convince them to do.
Have a point.
And just
hold on. Island 1 isn't evil. They're not savages. They just need help.
You cannot be this naive.
Well, there's a guy under the table.
Everyone is super on edge. Worried about traps.
Guys, Island 1 is united. They have hundreds of people all aligned in the same goal, to kill us and take our resources.
Now he's doing too much.
If they decide to attack any single one of our nations, it'll be easy. All they'll need to do is walk ahead, which is why we need to either merge all of our
He made the Attack on Titan propaganda.
into one civilization. Either that or we attack Island 1 first.
See, that's what he lost everybody.
They was like,
That's
hold
where he
on.
lost
Yeah.
everybody.
Oh
Because even that one dude in the corner was like, well, maybe he's right.
It's the end of Island 2.
Now he's just going like, went into an extreme rant. Somebody, we gotta kill them. Yo, they gonna kill us first. Like,
Yeah,
You
everybody
too.
has the right to call you an insane sycophant or a fanatic right now.
Right, you are doing the most, Flux. He lost them. Like, I think if he would have just been like, we need to stop 3 Below from building the bridge and like
Just increments, yes, like start at the place to get everybody at least to have some form of like doubt in 3 Below, which is stopping the bridge, right? That's where you begin. And then you are capable, Flux. That's when you start moving. But I think he put all his seeds, his eggs in that conversation and saw that it failed, and they had to go to plan B.
He did go full Thanos. He did go full Thanos for real. Like, it was a super villain monologue. And typically and once again, I don't hate Flux because you know what? I'm always gonna respect. I see a problem. I don't need nobody else to see it. I'm gonna get it done. Like, but I feel like he could have just took out his leader and fixed a lot of this stuff. Like, just take out 3 Below. So day 4 is kind of when it got crazy. We saw the new little rock band get built. What is this?
That's the hierarchy system for West.
It had an army, a storage system, and a hierarchy from emperor all the way down to citizen or plebeian. And of course, there was the Colosseum, that said, Emperor Spood was not happy when he heard that yesterday, Benji and the other leaders had been...
Oh, yeah, he has ego things. He said, y'all ain't gonna talk shit about me. So this is when he hated Benji, and he like, I kind of want him to die low-key. Not, haha, for real, I'm not playing. I'm just playing.
For real.
But then I'm
Spood is funny. Spood is funny. Like, he had me chuckling, even till this right now at day 4, I'm still not like, Spood is just like random comic relief for me.
Yeah.
Like, not really caring too much about his character.
But he was a good leader though.
Yeah, he was a good leader. I can acknowledge that.
What happened on day?
Queen of Infernus had decided to begin building a massive castle for her people, a beautiful home base.
This was probably my favorite piece of structure in the entire show.
The volcano castle.
The chains holding that up. When I first saw this, I was like jaw on the ground.
She was out here like Bowser, which I thought it was funny that Linguini was under her because not you build a Bowser castle.
I'm dead. That is funny.
It really looked like a Bowser. This was a villain's lair. This is a villain's lair.
Like the chain of the bricks. Like what?
Like for them to do that without dying is also crazy because I would have failed.
Over a volcano of lava.
It's
not
crazy.
only just the fall damage.
But especially when it got in, because it was almost like very like, was it Chinese or like the roof had that like Japanese kind of look to it. Like when they actually finished it, it was gorgeous.
It is. And then it's like, we'll see. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, it was insane. So what was going on here? Oh, this is
pretty much this is the big meeting between Seneca and I want to say Seneca and Luigi, right?
Linguini, because they had the pact that he was going to give her the Netherite. Or was that not?
No, I think this was about them.
If we really value the volcano, we need
them mining into it.
Because people were kind of telling her that it might
was to preserve the sacred land of the volcano. So what better way to show faith and demonstrate loyalty than to make your home right above it?
That's
Linguini,
crazy.
meanwhile, decided to make his home under the gold mine. And gold was one reason. Remember this interaction from day 1? Well, that's really powerful mineral in a secret advantage that Otto Infernus didn't exactly like how Linguini was desecrating winning soul gold.
Oh yeah, this is where he was. So basically, she was like, "We'll keep your secret if you give us Netherite."
No. It was a completely lopsided plan. Like in that example, at least there's something they're getting, some kind of secrets being kept. No, they said, hey, I know we moved in here after y'all, but we had decided to create this whole religion about the volcano, right?
Right.
And y'all like to mine a lot. We don't want y'all to do that no more. But I guess since you already did it, y'all can keep mining, just give us a portion of what y'all mine.
Right. Yeah. And we
What?
also won't tell nobody that y'all have Netherite.
Oh, that
'cause
is
they
true. That
knew.
that is the secret. You're right.
So she basically was blackmailing them, like.
And he went on with it, but I'm like.
But he said he never gave her anything.
Well, they did for a while. I think they had the plan to, but then like after a few hours of I guess doing this, he was like, "Don't give them nothing.
Don't give them nothing. I hope it works out." Yeah, it's so funny that they ended up being basically like minors that are like exploited by this like queen Cersei over them, and I don't
directly above them, which is crazy.
And I wonder if she like had planned for it to go this way. Like, did she come in thinking she was gonna be this like Cersei queen?
I don't know, part of me don't think so. Just hearing how she was talking beforehand, she was so soft and like, we just want to, praise the volcano. And even in the meetings where they would challenge her on it later, she did kind of legitimately sound like caught off guard by this whole entire conversation. So I don't think she planned it. No.
No, I don't think so. Because she's like, we want to protect. Like she had such a soft. I didn't see her going that way.
She took the bull by the horns, though. She said, listen. Depending on how y'all move, is how I'm gonna move.
I think when they pissed her off, because didn't they do something that pissed her off at some point?
It was Linguini.
It was Linguini, right?
He on that, yeah.
And so this is where we met Turn Tap.
By vote of the people or the vote of yourself?
Elected.
Turn Tap wasn't sure about joining the Island One Alliance because the people of the Covenant were generally skeptical of outsiders. They only took pride in their own nation, especially in their army, which was composed of really good PvPers who weren't above using torture to get their way. Are they drowning this guy?
He's gonna die.
Now, I felt a little bad for this player, so I threatened the Covenants. Covenant uses water torture. I'm reporting this to Sidefall News.
See, this is where he first stepped in. His first actual
He
involvement.
couldn't help it. He couldn't help it. He's like watching them torture somebody.
But Sidefall is another reoccurring character who I've grown to actually really like, even though he plays a decent role in this one, but he plays bigger roles in other experiments.
Really?
Sidefall is a trip. He's a consistent snitch.
Oh, he's snitch. Oh, there's
consistent
Sidefall
snitch.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this? Is this more propaganda?
Probably.
It's called a business for a reason. It's not for profit. Okay.
Oh yeah, because he said that the Covenant paid him off, so he wouldn't run a story on them because he got paid off.
I think I've actually seen Sidefall's side.
Fake stories,
The
writing
news-
things
the
like the
news
lava is
company.
rising just to sell.
Yeah,
more
he had a
That said,
newspaper in the
earlier
prison
today,
break
he
too. I
had made
think
a
no, he was a
legitimate
snitch in the prison.
discovery that could
So
devastate
basically a
the
news person.
entire island. Boiling.
Oh yeah, this is where the monster. What did you think about this whole?
The Warden was the first time in here where I said this is cinema. The Warden attacking, the lead up, the West Helm, when it finally made it to West Helm and they putting up their defenses. This was the first time I knew Spood was an excellent leader because he had it all. He was at the front too. He was in the vanguard. Well, at the top anyway. He did his thing.
Ish was evil for that. Why he put that under? He should have put it under the Oasis because they would not have been prepared.
But it was Sci-Fi nosy ass that found it. They probably would have never found that thing if his ass wasn't down there.
Could you imagine if it would have pulled up on Island 2? They would have been decimated.
Island 2 wouldn't have.
They didn't have a strong army. Joe Field did.
They didn't. Yeah, I think Cass at the time, was
no army.
No, she was the second. The Commonwealth would have been the largest. So at the time,
they didn't really have an army either.
Yeah, they didn't have an army, but I think they would have had the best shot. They would have had the most amount of time, I think, to prepare. I think
Tricolor
everybody else
too. Tricolor had a pretty built out area, so they probably in the Covenant obviously could have handled it. But no, that's Island 1. I'm tripping. So yeah, that was crazy. That whole monster run was wild. So this is where your friend comes over here.
Saps still reached out to me after I was demoted.
Mr. Mediator, what a good friend.
Flux over here could be a little unpredictable, but
He's my friend.
and I know he genuinely wants the best for us.
Even though Flux was much more ambitious than Saps, these two had become very good friends.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah, look at this.
That's why I know Flux ain't shit because I watched Saps POV.
I did too. I watched
Like,
his
we should
POV
build
too.
a little meeting hall for, them to come over, and then you should go get them, and then you gonna booby trap the whole place while he gone. It's crazy.
To know how early Flux was planning, like from the moment that meeting was over. Because I think he said Seraphim. That was the first linchpin with Seraphim. Seraphim was at that meeting, sympathizing with everything he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
There he goes. There he goes.
Oh no, yeah, because also seeing it from here, you don't really get a lot of the build up or the conversation. You're just like, okay, he's building his place. He hit Flux kind of came over there to kick it with him. Like you just don't know, but.
Yeah, Seraphim taking out Jofield while watching it fresh was completely random. It was like, whoa,
but then
what's
we
going
went
on
back
here?
and saw the plan unfold. He did really good with like telling us after the fact, like what was going on. This was cinema, okay? Cinema.
Jofield, the leader of one of Island's whose largest civilizations, was walking across Tricolor with her second in command, Seraphim.
I think because I didn't understand the weight of Jofield's death, I didn't get the weight of this attack. So
me either.
I didn't really get the whole thing from it. I just thought, oh, they killed somebody important, I guess.
Oh my God.
What are you doing?
No.
What? No way.
The chat going crazy is wow.
The second in command of Tricolor had just killed their own leader.
That is crazy. Like, how did Flux get all these high-ranking people to be his minions? For you, FYI, Linguini was ignoring Infernus because of the deal they made. Infernus was shocked because, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think that. Yeah, I could see why she got mad at him.
Yeah,
he undercut her.
But she also was overstepping. Like she genuinely was. And the optics of it all, she should have made up a decision on how she was going to regulate the volcano before she decided to let the Covenant start mining.
Yeah. Because honestly, she wasn't offering Linguini anything. Well, she wasn't spilling the beans on them having Netherite. So I guess she was like, oh, that's a big enough reason to. But they had so much time to mine so much of it by the time like he left and like betrayed her. So I think she overestimated how long not telling anybody about it would hold him, like make him stay loyal. I think she just overestimated like how powerful that bargaining chip would be. But yeah, Jofield dying was crazy. And then Seraphim got killed, right?
So not yet. Seraphim still plays a big role. He killed Jofield but got away.
Okay.
And then he disappears until this moment. So he kills Jofield, and it's like a complete like what is going on. One of the big leaders got taken out, and Jofield was probably at this moment probably the most loved leader on this island. So like when Jofield died, everybody was like, what's going on? Manhunt, get Seraphim, etc.
Yeah, she should have just announced the market for Netherite. Yeah, I think she just waited. She just thought she trusted Linguini too much.
I think she was just holding on to that whole religion she created and like really playing into that.
She wasn't trying to be political. She just was trying to like have peace with him because he was digging into the volcano.
Yeah, and I mean he was there first.
Hold on.
But you can press play though. We'll just see.
So, for the sake of the island, Saps agreed to host a meeting tomorrow. But for now, he and many others headed to Tricolor to help them restore order.
Now, this is the part that I was like, this is the first thing that clicked that Flux was fully involved, because he dipped into the water and then it went to the next day. And I was like, didn't they say Flux built an underground thing in the middle of the ocean? I was like,
that was some cinema. That shot was like some good cinema right there. Like seeing that. So what happened to this person? Now this is like low key how I would have died.
Pirates Noble Bucket died very suddenly.
This is Noble Bucket being stupid.
Of what happened? Oh no, he doesn't know the lava layers there.
He didn't know.
Leader of the pirates.
I think I'm dead.
What a way to go.
I think I'm dead.
With world leaders dying left and right, the
That's so
media had
unfortunate,
plenty to
though.
report on.
But
The most
also
prestigious
just
company was from
incredible
Malaysia,
timing
called
on
Daybreak
Flux's
Media.
part, because this adds to his story or his plan without him even trying to. He just killed Jofiel. He's trying to create that paranoia of the leaders passing. So another leader takes himself out within the same day, and then
Well, at
moving
least
forward.
they can see that he died in the lava. I mean, you can't 100% know, but yeah, at least they saw it.
What it does is it makes the deaths for the leaders completely different. First is Seraphim, who's not tied to Flux. Then it's Lava, that can't be Flux. And then I think the next one was New Kid. So it's like he's really doing a good job planning this out. Even just like stuff working out in his favor.
So is this where on day 5 where it falls apart for Seneca and Linguini? Let me see.
Yeah, this is the
Citizen
beginning
of
of the end.
Infernus had accidentally told someone outside of Infernus that there was
That
netherite in
Oh,
the
somebody
volcano.
from there. Okay.
And this news spread all across the island.
And then everybody pulled up on her.
Disaster for Infernus.
Well, that's the
and
thing.
the
It was
Linguini Mafia,
the Covenant
tried to
first.
keep
And she said, you know what? Go right ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, when it got out, everybody like came to her about like, oh, can we mine?
Well, it
They
was
didn't even go
Spook.
to They didn't even go to the Linguini though.
Yeah, because
Like,
like she's the face. Linguini and them are underground.
Yeah,
They're the
that's why I
Linguini
thought it was
Mafia.
just
She's
crazy
the
that
face
she
of it.
automatically had all this power. Like she was the gatekeeper, which I mean, yeah, she got a Bowser castle in the volcano. So I mean, yes.
I was about to say,
but-
what did you think?
Yeah, fun fact, Seraphim misunderstood the plan. She was supposed to have inherited the nation of Tricolor because she was second in command. Like after Jofiel died, they were supposed to kill Jofiel. Yeah, but then they realized Seraphim did it, I guess. Like, is that what ended up happening? I can't really remember what ended up happening. Why the second in command didn't get power after Jofiel died. But I think they figured out it was Seraphim somehow. I just can't remember.
No, it shows once the moment that Seraphim killed Jofiel, it shows the name. Like Seraphim just died by lava by battling Seraphim.
Jofiel just died. Oh, did it say while battling Seraphim?
Yeah, it says the name. Seraphim
okay.
at this moment is now like.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
The existence of netherites to themselves. Immediately after hearing this,
everybody pulled up on her ass.
And lo and behold, they confirmed there was.
Now this was messy because I think that who was it? West Ham sent people to scout and see if there really was netherite, and they found it, and then came out. So you snuck into their territory,
as you should. I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna get into a squabble over rumors.
But if you gonna go in there, confirm it just to retreat and then go ask, that's a little ass backwards.
I feel like
that's a little ass backwards.
Because you can't set up a whole mining operation, but you can confirm that it's there. Maybe get you a block. But I feel like that's fair. As that like, oh, the Covenant sent the scouts.
Oh, it was the Covenant. Okay.
I still feel like that's fair. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna feed into rumors. Like, I'm gonna go make sure this is true. Y'all not gonna have me out here. Yeah,
get you a block.
Hit me a little block if I got the tools. But yeah, I think it's definitely fair to like confirm that this rumor. You got to think they got propaganda flying around everywhere. People saying this, people saying that, and this is like a rumor mill. So. Yeah, I would.
Now, if it's I'm glad you cleared that up for me. So, if it was the Covenant that sent the people in, then they went in. Seneca was like, "Whatever, fine, go do it."
Because Seneca
like, that
also probably was not trying to fight the Covenant.
No, that's the thing too. The Covenant got that fucking army. They got the reputation, and then Spook comes up behind like,
"Hey, girl.
Hey. I heard y'all got some stuff.
Can I have some? So yeah, Seneca.
They're the ones being selfish, trying to take our resources.
Listen, Island 2 is rich. We are not.
I think this is his first crash
we
out.
actually have a chance of evening the playing field, but the volcano people are hogging it.
Before any fighting could break
I love
out,
Spook's
the
crash
Blue
out.
Cross
His
crash
second
out
crash out was
leaders and told them to
legendary.
put this issue
Yes.
on hold.
We're inviting everyone here. Island 1. We cannot afford to have a war over some mineral.
So that's the Blue Cross. They
I
did,
want to call them Blue
introduce.
Cross Blue Shield so bad.
So bad.
But yeah, that was a crash out. So we're on day 5. Who died?
Yeah.
Oh, this is Joe Field's funeral. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In the infamous meeting, it's about to start. Free sheep for sale. Please take them. Is everybody going over to the meeting? What's this?
Yeah, everybody's
Ooh,
pretty much, I think,
no.
there.
Where was I? Yeah, I was on day 5. I skipped ahead. It went back and then
There was one person there who actually understood what I was saying.
This is where we found out about Seraphim's involvement. And he was,
Is
this
it?
is Seraphim. This is Flux explaining to Ish.
Oh yeah, okay.
Plan.
He's explaining, yeah. He's revealing his plan.
Thank you all for coming.
This was absolute
We have a lot
cinema.
of very important stuff to talk about.
You know, during the first meeting, there was one person there who actually understood what I was saying. Seraphim reached out to me, asked me if they could help in any way. I told Seraphim to kill Jofield. And today, we will finish the job!
So
good.
Are we gonna react to the other perspectives? Maybe. Not sure.
What actually happens next?
But I have seen a
Something I
few.
didn't want to do.
Yeah, I've seen a few of them too.
But if you got some recommend, we've seen a few.
I'm going to save this island by any means necessary.
Super villain face ass.
If you agree with full chaos on Seraphim, please say aye.
Listen, I would not be so obsessed with Flux if he wasn't so brilliant.
Very brilliant.
That is connected.
I have reasons to believe that leaders are not safe.
Flux, do you feel
Oh,
any
God.
Dropping into that little
Goosebumps.
groove.
Goosebumps.
Part of me feels bad for Saps.
I also don't think the leaders are safe.
I was gagged.
Listen, in this moment, let's just take a moment to really appreciate the unintentional writing here. Saps is in the middle of a meeting. He didn't even realize he was being manipulated into doing, but he is on the verge of cracking this whole show right now. He's like, what if all these things weren't just coincidences? What if they're linked? Do we think that there's, and the fact that right before the attack, he says, are the leaders safe? Oh,
It's
the
such
writing.
good. I don't even care at this point if any of it. It's just so good. Like, can we get some good writing? I want to be entertained. And it was also more crazy that like it didn't work on some people. Like that's even crazy.
Because they had to rush and build it before Saps got back.
The one person who was the real problem that started all this actually didn't get killed by the plan, which is crazy.
Oh, because and that's the thing.
3 Below survived.
3 Below survived, and Flux was disbarred from even being at the meeting. So like he immediately has that like alibi.
Yeah.
Has no idea what's about to happen to him.
His little smiley face.
If you had to betray one person
this
to
quote.
save 1,000, would you?
This changed everything. The chat.
Oh my god.
This made the entire show. This decision made the entire show. This feels like Alphaba. Killer.
Oh my god, it's so alphabet coded. You're right.
No one mourns the wicked.
To the western sky. There you go. He literally went to the western sky. It's so sad. No, for real. I was gagged. Like, I play a little Minecraft. I don't know nothing about traps and all this crazy stuff. Like, I was not ready. I was not
really
prepared.
the fact that they planned out, they agreed to build this house with him. They had to figure out and structure the perfect trap to fit within that roof before the next session, and then plan it out for him to disappear and have the exact enough time to get up the trap made and also rebuild that roof. Because if I was Saps and I came back and I saw even one block being replaced on the roof, I would have at some point investigated myself.
They were like, we just did sand because we ran out of time. I think that's what they told them. Like they did sand because they ran out of time. Like they were finishing the rest of it while he left to go get everybody. Yes, I did watch the Canadian Cartel, How We Broke Bad, and I have not watched the whole Barbie Land thing, but I did see a little bit of it. I saw some of Saps POV as well.
I like because Saps did the fusion of Sap and Flux's POV.
Yeah, so I think I saw some of that too. Those are the 3 I've seen so far. And I started the news company one too.
Meant for 3 Below Zero had failed, but overall the trap still killed the leader of Hyperion, Alkaline Alk, a leader of the Commonwealth, Coraline, and 4 other very high-ranking officials from across the island. The people of Island 2 were devastated, confused, and angry.
Our leader's dead.
What just happened?
Like legit panic.
Legit, yeah.
Caught and killed.
See, so Seraphin's dead now. So Seraphin was so committed. He killed Jofiel and set off the trap.
Yeah.
And thought he was gonna get away. You're not the main character, sweetie. You don't got plot armor.
Justice for Joe. I just love how people were committed to like getting revenge for their leaders when they found people like they were not playing.
He died thrice.
He'd be hosting leaders at his home. The desire to be hunted down and killed.
Oh, such a flawless plan, and everybody played their part perfectly.
I love it.
Like watching the entire world.
It's so dramatic. Yeah.
This had to be, I'm talking about Flux probably logged off that night and got him 1 or 2. I am so brilliant.
I was just in the house like, yes. Like,
just mwahaha laughing to the clouds. Like,
oh my goodness.
That's
like we really pulled it off.
Flawless.
That was crazy. Like that did change everything. I was like locked in after
the
this.
early days had faded away. That is, except for this player named Oppenheimer, who was determined to take out Barbie
let's
Land.
talk about this waste of 5 minutes.
The Barbie movie had
I thought it was
the biggest letdown for me. And just within the context of what we got in this now. I know there's the
Barbie Land really didn't like get into much of the politics and stuff like that.
Right. And I mean with the concept of this experiment, they are full within their rights to play this game exactly how they did to the very end. For me, I just when I see juicy moments of like potential, I latch on to it, and I did immediately with Barbie Land. Like when Barbie Land first got introduced as an island in the middle of that first island, I was like, well, the second island, I think it was Island 2. When they got made like clear that they were like in the middle, they just wanted to kind of like do their own thing. And then Oppenheimer was like, I'm going to destroy them. I was in love with this storyline. In love. But I just feel like it didn't go enough for me. Like it didn't do much. I was really trying to see if Barbie Land was gonna get militarized, and I got half of my wish, I guess. You can play it, girl.
and outsold the Oppenheimer movie.
I'm building a nuclear rocket that will make yesterday's chaos look like child's play.
But when Oppenheimer tried testing his nuke, it went up and up and up and was never seen again. Now, day 6 did present some new challenges.
At this
for
point, I'm like,
civilizations.
oh, Oppenheimer is going to be a problem in the future.
Yeah, I thought so too, because that's crazy.
No! Come on! No, Chuck! What about me?
Oh, wow.
He voted out and ended it.
He He's like, I'm done. But yeah, the whole Barbie, I agree with the whole Barbie. I did think it was cute. I do want to go see the Barbie Land perspective, just because I guess because they stayed out of a lot of stuff, we didn't get to really see what they did with all their time. I imagine they had some pretty fun little moments and stuff, because they made the rocket a glitter rocket instead.
And they're getting all the notifications. They're in the middle of the island, so they're getting all the notifications when large groups are dying. Like I want to go back and watch. I haven't watched theirs. I want to see their perspective of them reacting.
Yeah, I'm curious to see like why they stayed out of stuff and like how they stayed out of stuff, and like if they ever had any threats run up on them, but they're not mentioned too much after a certain point. So I do wonder, like, what were they doing the whole time?
Yeah.
Is so stubborn. Benji was having trouble getting laws passed because his people kept opposing any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle.
Yeah, peaceful is boring.
Generally skeptical of government officials, sometimes even holding trials against them. Although this particular trial did not go to plan.
Guys, somebody stole Gerald. The mushroom cow, Gerald, has been.
The mushroom.
Bit of a food problem going on. Not a shortage, a feud. See, Remy the Rat had opened up a new restaurant right across from the Coliseum, but the food was
Shout out to Remy.
So his customers had instead started buying their food from another place.
Wait, was he poisoning the food?
I don't think on purpose. He just was producing bad food, and then another spot was producing good food, so he went out and killed them for the business.
They never did. No, they never found Gerald. They never found Gerald, the mushroom cow.
Dinosaur. That is until.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Hey,
it's a trip.
Take out the competition.
But look, hear him slapping away on the keyboard. All food is at Remy's now.
Remy, are you behind the murder of Dinosaur? Anyway, on day 6,
that was funny.
What do you plan on?
So they finished the Coliseum.
Murder and West Helm's head builder, Night Arcturus.
You know,
so they talk about the
resistance, not knowing Spoon actually wanted to use it for bloodshed. He's insane.
The first part of their plan was to take out Spoon's second in command, a player named Oo.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's right.
Second in command down, but Ramsay Pie was immediately chased down by West Helm's army.
You could have made something happen, man.
You don't got the plot armor, bro.
Right, but they
literally
are like
the only people that were successful at escaping were.
They were so good at escaping. Though,
too.
did you see how like they were so good at running away?
I watched both of their escape attempts multiple times. It was so good.
It was crazy. Nevermore was supposed to be friends with Infernus, like two color. I could see that. Yeah, I wonder what happened with Nevermore. Like they ended up not being, you know, they ended up just being kind of like nothing big happened with them. So I do wonder like what happened there. Did a lot of their citizens just go to Infernus, or you know what ended up happening?
Yeah, I think like Infernus just really started to accumulate a lot of stragglers once like leadership started to die off and different things being put in motion. I think they just really started to absorb a lot of the right people. They took a lot of military force over the course of this.
Where about the castle? Because I don't know how many people she had in there. They didn't start off with a whole bunch of people.
They didn't really tell a lot of the numbers for people when they started off, but in the first episode, I know they made it a point to like give you an idea of like the Caste Coalition versus the Commonwealth, because even though the Caste Coalition was huge and awesome, they only had like 50 people, but the Commonwealth had like 150.
Right, and we don't know how many, because at first it was a small group settled the volcano. So I don't know over time if Nevermore citizens just joined Infernus, and maybe that's why Nevermore kind of just got more quiet at the time.
Because they all have some of the same aesthetic too.
Make one thing clear.
Now, the Netherites in the volcano believed to be keeping Netherite to themselves.
Now this is the meeting. Linguini read her to filth.
Representative and Scoot's newly appointed second in command,
Linguini read.
Spider.
We asked if you had netherite, and you lied. You said there was no netherite, that you had looked in it, and that you hadn't found any.
Because people were immediately starting to gang up on Infernus, Benji from Elysium tried to keep the peace.
Why is it Infernus's job to report on the netherite? There were people literally going into their territory, mine without authorization, and then accuse them of doing something wrong.
After some more discussion, Infernus was asked the big question.
Will you open up rights to mining underneath the volcano?
It is still our land. It is still the place where we live. And of course, things like trade are important, but in terms of opening up the volcano, it is an adamant no.
Ooh, she got some balls on her.
Now, Linguini, Seneca's biggest ally, was about to speak, but what he ended up saying was unexpected.
We have to humbly disagree with Infernus of not allowing anyone else to mine in the volcano. This is Island 1. We're all struggling against the nature and everything like that. Shouldn't we all be allowed to mine wherever we please?
No way.
Let's go.
Yes.
The day Cersei was born.
Did she gonna blow up the sept on y'all?
It is your land.
The amount of things I was thinking is going to happen throughout this thing, but it never did, is insane. Goes to show you how good it was.
Linguini went even further.
On the day one, Mario was here first on the volcano, and we're able to mine there, but it's not fair that no one else can mine. While your queen is over there with the diamond boots, some people don't have any armor.
That was a raid.
We ate.
You sitting here lecturing us, bitch, but some people ain't got clothes on their back, but you walking in here with your Louis Vuittons on, telling us that we got to chip in. Your red bottoms, bitch. But you want to tell us to save money?
Why did you wear diamond boots to the meeting, girl?
To the meeting. While everybody else is in stone, bitch. You and your diamond boots flossing. Talking about we can't share. Out of here.
Linguini, yeah, of course he wanted to keep the resources, but you know, he part of the mafia. He got to pivot. You gonna
and the video says that too. Like Linguini is about money. Like that's what he's about.
Right. So at this point, he's like, everybody turning on her. I'm not finna mess up. I'm about to go against her too, because I don't even like her ass in the first place. I feel like it was the thing that made the most sense.
What was the best line was when he stood on that table and said, bitch, we declare independence from Infernus. And if you want to mine, bitch, you can mine our plot. Thank you.
He ate. I'm sorry. He ate.
I doubt it. No, that's sci-fi propaganda. That's propaganda.
He said that's propaganda.
After more discussion, Westell made a final plea.
We have a representative from every single nation on this island. You have an opportunity here to unite us all, or you have an opportunity to totally destroy that unitedness.
Don't give me an ultimatum.
Seneca still wouldn't budge.
It's a no.
She said for now. Yeah, I wish you would have said so now. So now that you want to talk, it's a no.
It's still a no.
To anybody who wants to mine.
But that's also what's great about this. I am constantly rooting for both sides adamantly, like loud.
I feel like this is where Seneca really like went Cersei mode. This is like in Game of Thrones when Cersei started wearing all that black.
Mm-hmm. Her eyes started twitching when when he said, "I declare independence and y'all can." Her eyes started twitching.
Yeah, she went to the house and put on her black armor to blow up the set. Like this is literally her turn.
She's walking back and forth around that open window with a glass of wine.
Oh, and then Linguini, he left, right? Well, I think when the second island opened up, he left.
Yeah, I mean it did space it out as far as the day, but they went back to make it clear that it was when he got back home. He started packing.
Yeah, he was like
he knew he bit her where.
Because how long had he been there mining netherite? I mean, yeah, let's pack it up. We good. And that's why I feel like he felt comfortable like opening it up. So what's this going on right here?
This is him trying to. He even ran away.
He's just leaving random signs.
But it wasn't over quite yet.
We got 2 leaders left to kill.
Seraphim was dead. Flux.
So let's stop here. Now you just saw. This is him setting up and continuing the plan by like killing off more leaders. This time he went back and got his 3 below.
Yeah.
But this is the first time where he sent out one of his trusted. So this is New Kids. Where I had it. Yeah. So when he got Luminara situated, it was him, Thomas, New Kids, Gotoga, what was it? High Rotation, and Snowbirds. New Kids specifically, it feels like it's his hitman, because New Kids was the one that came out and killed what's his name, 3 Below, got announced as the person that did it, and now is like, you know, public enemy number 1. But like that's where they need to like start being like, okay, New Kids, Luminara, first connection.
Yeah. It was just
But
weird that it
not
took
enough,
them. But I
but
guess
first
if
connection.
they're not paying attention to it for real, it just feels like random touch points or like random events happening, like with time.
Yeah, because this isn't a repeated thing just yet.
Yeah.
Like it's weird that all the leaders are dying, but like New Kids is the first time that somebody from his camp actually did the murder.
Yeah, 3 Below was just like, I swear, 3 Below gives me Ned Stark energy. Just like you too trusting, you too, everybody's trying to do the best thing. Like 3 Below, shout out to 3 Below, but I'm just like, yeah, this is turned into a cutthroat story, and you just like, it'll be fine. Like you got beheaded in season 1. It ain't a season. Like
was he? But was he AFK when he died? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know if he was AFK when he died, but I don't think he would have survived much longer anyway. Because Flux had it out for him. Like he was supposed to die at the meeting and he just didn't. So
yeah, Saps first, him second. And if you couldn't get Saps.
Right. So with him dying, the bridge obviously was halted, at least for a time. I think that's what ended up happening.
Yeah, the bridge halted and the aid stopped.
I think we should stop when the border drops.
Okay, that's fair.
And then we can do like a part 2, because it gets crazy after that. And we're at an hour and 40, so we'll go to what was it? Is this day 6? We'll get to the end of day 6. Yeah. Because we gotta have time. Glory to West Ham. Yellow is a West Ham fanatic.
West Ham was the latest civilization. Can't lie. It just was.
I'm not mad at it.
It
like
was the civilization.
As far as the widest variety of stuff to do and things going on, West Ham seemed like it's where it was. He was definitely AFK because he was not moving and there is no reaction. Okay. That sucks.
To attend the meeting.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
I want to enter, but my members are
Two remaining major leaders on Island 2. She now had guards with her at all times.
This is where Cass, now that the leaders started to fall off, this is where Cass truly became Daenerys. Like, everybody was obsessed with her. Everybody loved her. She could do no wrong. And then she just made the right decisions when the stuff came. Like later on.
Cass was like, I'm trying to keep it cute, but I'm gonna armor up and give me some bodyguards. Like
Cass is what the people wanted. The people in the rooms with Spood.
Yeah.
Cass is what they wanted, they wanted Spood to be.
I just if Cass would have had some dragons, that just would have set it off. That's all.
It would have been dope.
Dragons. She's so Daenerys coded. Like I absolutely love it. Part 2, when will that happen? We will have to see when part 2 will happen. Because I don't think we're supposed to be live next Sunday.
I don't think you're right. Well,
yeah, so I'm not exactly sure. It may be the weekend. If we have to be Hero X stuff to talk about, we could do this Saturday as long as we're both available, and then
I won't be available on the 30th Saturday.
What is it?
So next Saturday I won't be. I mean, no, next Saturday I'll be available.
I'm talking
23rd.
about the 23rd. I'm talking about.
Okay.
No, that's when I work.
Gotcha.
That's when I work. And you're not available 30. Yeah, so we might do it the 31st, depending on what goes on with 2B Hero. Because we're supposed to be rewatching and we're not sure what's going to happen. So I'll more than likely do a community post because I know the schedule's going to be weird because I work every other weekend.
How you looking during this weekday? These weekdays coming up, how you looking there?
I work Monday, Thursday. I work Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, Sunday. So I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm off Friday.
I mean, I'm down Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah. So we'll try to get it out this week. If you want
to knock it out.
Yeah. Yeah. We can probably knock it out. So I'll put the little thumbnail up. So if you missed the live, it'll be up here if we do it this weekend. So just make sure you're subbed and you'll see it pop up. Yeah. Ooh, I'm not used to having to work. Ooh, it's a pressure.
Everyone would soon be tuning into the trial of Saparado to find out whether Saps will be freed.
Ooh, this trial,
My
honey. I got so
Pookie
many
Bear.
thoughts. I got so many thoughts
The
on this
trial was so
trial.
ghetto. This trial was so ghetto.
Made this beautiful.
I'm going to use the
venue
bathroom real quick before we get into it. I'll be back.
What you say? Oh. You gotta try to clear out the thing. Have you watched the other POVs? Did you play with everybody? Did you watch the POVs? Like, you just watched it and enjoyed it? Like, what's the story?
They're bringing it to the surface.
Oh, this is the monster. Sidefall was killed. But that seemed like karma though, because I feel like did Sidefall release the monster or just like discovered it and it would have got out anyway? Like, how did it end up getting out? By following Sidefall?
Sidefall.
Because this is the part where the monster comes up, and this whole like montage was crazy.
No, Sidefall is messy, and Sidefall is just lives for the drama. He renamed the Warden Rising Lava.
Yeah, he did.
To spread confusion. I don't know this for certain. I didn't watch Sidefall.
I think they said he did it so that everybody would know if it came up. That's what I think they said. I think they said he named it and everybody knew if you see Rising Lava kill somebody, it's the Warden.
But this whole miscommunication is like, did you watch Tyler Perry's Straw?
Oh yeah,
When she had the bomb in the book bag, and for like 45 minutes they did not know this was a science project. That's what this was.
Because it definitely feels like if you were on Infernus and you saw Rising Lava, it would like create panic that the volcano was erupting. Like that's what it feels like it was supposed to do.
Grab all the materials. This would
Right.
have been a worldwide. All of World 1 should have been freaking hell out.
But the fact that Sidefall died first from the Warden is hilarious.
That is very hilarious. But that was like whatever he's doing, that beam ability.
Yeah.
Insane.
OP. This was hilarious. I just laughed.
Actually terrifying. Like this is just blocks walking around, but I am legitimately scared.
Oh my god. This was just crazy. That thing is scary. That thing had so many hit points too.
But this band though,
they eating though.
For some reason, I just keep thinking of Interview season 3.
Ready? Aim! Fire!
A leader.
A real leader, yeah. How many hit points does this monster have? This is crazy. They light that monster up.
And he made it like all the way across.
He did, yeah. Did he just like chase people?
I'm assuming.
The beam is crazy.
It's probably like a lock on whoever's the closest within the area. That's what it locks on to, and it just dominoes from there.
The music is crazy.
I love that this is a real band.
I know. It's hilarious.
It's gonna be about the purge, so it's gonna be some type of like Hunger Games situation.
They say 8,000 people applied to this one. That's crazy. It's gonna be even more this time.
Yeah, but he clearly has some favorites that he's gonna put in everyone.
Yeah,
because he know they're gonna deliver.
My Shayla.
It's crazy. Like I said, I'm rooting for both Saps and Flux. It's not to the very end that my true colors for real show, because I broke down, bitch.
With what?
At the ending, but we're gonna talk about it on part 2.
Oh no! And fun fact, it's a recreation rally killed one person's sideball, but of course the island was still panic. Of course they did panic, but I was pretty much like at this point, I don't think I was fully team Sap. Like I felt bad for Saps. Like here. I think I was cool with Flux doing his evil villain like Thanos thing. Like I was kind of cool with that. But it wasn't like after this, I was like Team Saps. Like this trial was a hot ass mess.
Let me tell you what kept me from being Team Saps is because what's his name? Flux's quote really did something to me.
Like I gotta save. You didn't have to save 1,000 people. You really only had. First of all, you was only trying to save 500 people. Maybe 450 because a bunch of people had.
All right.
You was doing too much.
He was on his errand. We're saving our island. Our island is what matters. Those people across the sea. You saw what they did to us day one.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and then this, I think the trial really got me because also, like, right, the red meeting, yes, it's very red wedding. Like, but for me, this trial, because Saps was putting it together and then like made one mistake. Saps had convinced them and then made one mistake, and they was like, "No, baby."
No, he actually made several mistakes. If we really being for real, and
he had almost won them over.
I had so many feelings about this.
He had almost won them over though, until he attacked 3 Below.
Followed by the defense, and then.
I'm gonna tell you how I would have tweaked his speech
Prosecution,
after this.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, Saps constructed a meeting hall which contained the deadly trap, pointed at everybody but himself. As a prelude for the meeting, he had his accomplice, Seraphim, assassinate his leader before running to the trigger, ready to pull the trap. He then fled the scene after the trap went off, just long enough after faking his surprise. He is not only a cold-blooded murderer, but a terrorist.
The prosecution then called a survivor of the trap, Zekor, to the stand.
We know after investigating that only one seat had no trap. Can you identify who was sitting in that seat?
It was Saprada.
I love that and all the art, like you see the art behind me. Most of it got like
it's
just
got
a
the
piece
face.
of paper with his face on it.
Killed our leaders. You destroyed our island. May your death today satisfy us all.
Then it was
Respect
time
from
for the
man,
defense,
honey.
for Saps to give the most important speech of his life.
All I ever wanted for this island was peace and cooperation between the nations. The loss at the meeting yesterday was extremely devastating and came out of nowhere. But I can tell you right now, I'm innocent. It wasn't me. The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area. Were the only people who knew about the area before the leadership meeting. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200.
What?
Snowbird 334.
The music. Oh my god! Wait, because who made this score? Because they ate. It's so Game of Thrones. I don't know who made the score. Whoever did this like soundtrack for him, they ate. I'm just saying, this is so good.
Pulling all the right emotions at the right
The
time.
leaders for the meeting, they must have snuck into the roof of the meeting to make the trap.
Speak.
People who I thought I can trust the most
Oh.
used me for their malicious
I need to know if
and
he
killed the leaders
ChatGPT.
and blamed it on me.
Saps had figured out he was betrayed.
He was
and
eating. He
framed by
had
his friend
clocked
Flux,
it.
but he would
Every
end up making
piece.
a critical mistake.
I find it rather interesting
Except for
that 3 Below, the leader of Luminara, is
Oh.
one of the only people who survived the trap.
It wasn't a bad conclusion though. If you
It
see
wasn't.
all
It
these
wasn't.
Luminara people around and you like, oh, and he just so happened. Like,
No, it
wasn't
was
a bad
not.
leap.
Yeah. And it's just because we know that he wasn't. Like we know wholeheartedly he was completely against it and was just so loved. Like
Yeah. But
damn. Yeah, it was a
Right.
conclusion.
What about it?
Well,
Saps falsely assumed
Oh,
that
and then you can
310,
hear
the
you can
beloved
hear
leader
him
of
understanding that
Luminara,
his back
was
to his
also
falling back.
behind the murders. And with that mistake, Saps turned everyone against him.
Saps, is that all you have to say?
I guess.
All right, I'm ready to make my decision.
He's like, let's wrap it up.
Judge Timebomb, find Saparata.
Y'all ain't have no jury in
Guilty on all
there.
counts. Saps is to be taken to the top of the gauntlet and executed.
Dirty judge. Yep.
Now,
Yeah.
let's pause here real quick.
Cause the way.
Now we know outside looking in with all the information, that his misstep, his clear misstep, was blaming 3 Below Zero. That's where he lost everybody. That's the same like Flux. Flux had to throw in, or we attack everybody. Both of them such good parallels of each other.
Yeah,
it's insane. They just keep talking, but I'm sitting here thinking like this is the first time the whole New Kids popped into my head, because I'm like, now New Kids kind of meant nothing without this speech. But now that you've given everybody in the room the context, now that you've laid out step by step how you got to this point, I feel like instead of talking about 3 Below Zero, talk about New Kids who is in the leadership of Luminara, who helped build your home, but was the only person that you can tie to them now. Because it clearly said that New Kids killed what's his name?
And some of the people was in the room, and I feel like they
piece.
just glazed over that too quick. That
some
them people was in the room, but also like that's how you knew the trial was rigged anyway, because they never asked those people like, okay, is this true? Like, I don't know if they asked and like it just didn't get shown, but I was like, yeah. Once I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely rigged. At the time, I didn't know exactly how rigged it was when I was watching this, obviously.
Yeah.
But I could tell it was rigged because I'm like, he just called out people who in the room. Like,
I thought it was rigged because from the moment he went in there and saw Thomas, I didn't know Thomas was the prosecutor until he started talking. Talking.
Right.
So once I knew Thomas was the prosecution, I said, oh no, he has the whole room under his finger. That's just what I thought. I didn't think that like specifically he bribed the judge. I just thought this whole thing is set up by
even if
in some way,
jury or anything. What's the repeat rule, August? Yeah, even at that point, if he would have had a jury or anything, I think having that many people in there who was who took part in the plan, he was still screwed. Like, I just knew he was cooked. After that, he was like, yeah, let's just go ahead and do the ruling. I'm like, yeah, run.
But I thought, and this is why I also it's just great writing, because I feel like he had the room. He had the room without knowing the judge is paid off. To me, it read that he lost everybody, including the judge with the 3 Below. Like when the judge heard 3 Below, he was like, okay, I see what you're doing. And in my brain, that's when he lost them. So him making the decision quickly didn't immediately trigger being bribed, but it was just like so hard.
Because I just found it hard that people was riding for 3 Below that hard. I could believe it because he just seemed like he really ain't bother nobody. But at that point, I just thought it was weird. But I also thought it would be weird that the judge and like people weren't just like, is this true? Like, obviously see what the reaction would have been from the people. So to me, that was weird. Like, they in the room, girl, they sit right there. Like, you could just ask.
We didn't get as much context like we saw Joe Phil kind of be beloved or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just like once I really sat and thought about like that's who he was like Luminara. It was supposed to be the light of the island.
Yeah.
He was
they
supposed
had
to be
the
this
bridge.
So like it just made sense that he was beloved to me. I didn't see it, but it made sense.
Yeah, it did make sense. He ain't bother nobody. He really was just like doing his own thing. Once my conspiracy brain was tickled by Saps, I assumed the bridge was just to throw people off and he intended to kill everybody else. People thought that Saps was breaking the rule where you can't be a major character again in the next video if you were a major character in the previous speech video. I mean, to be fair, it felt like he was trying to not do that.
Yeah, I thought Saps
feel like Flux
he was doing what he was
Saps
supposed to do. Yeah, he made it a point not to join any major groups.
Yeah,
he was just
he was
building a vacation home.
Because I think he was a leader in the last video. I think he was like a leader, right, of Kingdom. But I feel like Flux also pulled him in. So whether that was on purpose, because Flux was like, you can't be a main character, but I'm pulling you in or not, like Flux pulled him in. So I just feel
for
like
me, if I was Ish, I would make that like a common knowledge thing, like a common law thing, but I would not hold up my own rule for the sake, like
Yeah,
the
for
sake
if
of the
the
story.
story was good.
Whoever comes out as a main character, maybe y'all should try harder. Maybe you should invest in your role a little bit harder.
Yeah,
because I'm going to
and
produce
this
a good
and
product.
Saps being pulled into this thing as a main character was really Flux doing.
Yeah,
because Flux used his neutrality and his isolated state to pull off his plan. So
talk about using what you have to get what you want.
I choose go sit up. I mean, I think it's fair. I mean, if he definitely ended up being a main character in the next video, I mean, that would be a little weird, but you know.
And also, why didn't like I feel like he just like he didn't bring back up Seraphim again to like continue to tie ends. Like Seraphim was caught, and for some reason, not for some reason, we know the reasons, but now you're the main, like, you know, catch all for everybody's ire for their irritation. Like you could at least bring up Seraphim one more time and bring the connection between
They don't
that.
care.
They don't.
Like,
They
there's
don't.
no
They
way
don't.
you're not gonna convince me you ain't turning on your buddies.
Yeah. But then we get this amazing escape. It's amazing escape.
I was so locked
like,
in.
think about it. You were in the middle of this courtroom and somehow you got just far out the door enough.
He said, I realized I was cooked and I just needed to run.
Everybody should have been throwing arrows at him at this point.
I did, like, yeah. He got that diamond on though.
Now this, just
I would have died trying to get away.
Vish. My real life coordination ain't good. Look, the
That's
water
the Minecraft coordination be crazy. Cause for real, I would just laugh too. It's crazy. Ooh. The music is crazy.
Insane.
With the smile.
Ass face.
He escaped, man.
Did he actually get away?
You gotta be kidding me.
He got away from an entire nation. That's crazy.
Oh my god. This was cinema. It was so good. 3 people follow. Yeah, he said they really follow him that long. I think he said like 30 minutes.
You destroyed our island.
That's dedication.
Saps, why did you do this?
Oh.
So sad.
I wonder if they made them go back and record those audios.
I'm sure he like probably, or he probably pulled it, yeah, or had people record it. Cinema right here.
Listen, he should have just died. He wouldn't have none of these issues.
Don't do that.
He should have died, and it would have been. Listen.
Do not do that. Look, I literally was this where I cried? No, I literally started crying.
No,
we're
gonna get to it.
Yeah, I was like, wait, was this where
he got one more disappointment? He got one more.
This was where I was really just like locked in on Saps being like my Pookie Bear. Like, this is where I locked in because that was so unfair. And then I was just like, how can you not root for him? But then I also had a new appreciation for Flux too, because like, not you had all them people in the room, like you was ready for this. Like, I have so much respect for Flux planning.
This is only the tip of the iceberg. Flux has so many more moments.
Yeah.
Mastermind. And I cannot wait until I think what is it, day 9? I can't wait to get to the 9. I'm about to stand like y'all have no idea.
That whole just everything, the drama. Oh, I cannot wait to get to that. So
yeah, I cannot.
This is perfect. We're right at 2 hours. We've made it to day 7, and this is a perfect stopping point. So yeah, I can't wait to talk about the rest. It's so good. And I'm going to watch some other POVs too before we talk about it again, because I need to finish a few, but I am curious to just see. I want to see the Barbie Land one for real. And I also want to finish watching the news one because I want to see how it progressed as stuff heated up. Like as things kept going until he died, I wanted to see kind of what was going on. So
see people see the Covenant pay him off and all the background stuff. Yeah.
Is there anybody from the Covenant with a POV? Like, what were they doing?
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to see. Like, what did they fill their days with? Because they was really just in the corner kicking it. But I heard they had a lot of kills. Like, I heard somebody had like 200 kills.
That's how they got the rumor. Because I
Right.
was wondering too, like myself, because they made it clear that Infernus and Covenant both had these, reputations of being so, militaristic and scary. Like, how did they get it though? Because I'm sure
Yeah.
the people were just talking like, oh yeah, we play a lot of Overwatch, so be aware of us.
Because he did have some rules at first, like no random killings. I know he put some in place just to give people a chance to get established. And I think they didn't even turn PvP on for like the first day or something like that. So you literally couldn't kill people for like a little bit of time. So yeah, I am curious to know how they got the reputation. Unless the people were just good PvPs in Minecraft and people knew that. Like you could see it on their profiles or something. So I'm curious to know about that. But yeah, we'll be back at some point. If y'all missed the live during the week, definitely it'll be posted up after we go live. Shout out to August, who's new here. Thank you for stopping by and joining us to talk about this. And I guess we'll see y'all whenever we pop up again. And Team Saps, I'm
Team
out.
Flux. Fuck you mean.
Bye, y'all.